Kneecaps aren't the only body part in danger of being bitten if Lions head coach Dan Campbell has his way. As he told Pardon My Take, he'd want a pet lion, an actual big cat. I'm Robin Lundberg here with Bill Enright. Now, Bill, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he was joking around, even though he said he was serious, given the forum he was in there for Campbell. The Lions don't make good pets. They are, apex predators in Africa where they live. But is Dan Campbell, considering all his bluster right now, the most interesting coach in the NFL?
Yeah, Robin, to follow up that lion pet story, he also said it would actually help his cause and motivate his players if the lion bit his arm off. So, Coach Campbell, certainly something going on with people losing limbs or getting bit. Very interesting, that part. When I say interesting, I think it's more like 3 a.m. You can't sleep and you turn on some TV and some random show pops on and you end up in this rabbit hole and watching it for a couple hours. That part is interesting, but in terms of actually learning from him or catching my attention, I'd much rather sit down and talk with Bill Belichick, Mike Tomlin, Sean McVay. I think those guys are a little bit more interesting. Dan Campbell, a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah, and it's not generally the type of tact and tone that I believe leads to a long career coaching in the NFL. If we were setting the over-under, I think a lot of people might go with the under. When it comes to most interesting, maybe he gives the best soundbite or the wildest soundbite when talking about wild animals. But when it comes to interest, I think Urban Meyer is going to have a lot of interest this year, given what's already gone on in this offseason. And I actually think, though he's not outwardly interesting, there's going to be a lot of intrigue around how Bill Belichick does this season. One of the reasons you've already seen all that hype about the Brady-Belichick matchup is in part due to what the Patriots have done this offseason and whether he can get them back on track sans Brady.
Robin, I think the state of the Detroit Lions, it's going to be tough for them in 2021. DraftKings has their over-under win total set at 5. I'm strongly considering taking the under there. And I think if you ask most NFL fans, they would have a tough time naming 4 players on the Lions. Remember, they lost Matthew Stafford. They lost Kenny Golladay. They have Jared Goff. And I don't know many people that can really name 4 or 5 players on this roster.
That's a good point, because when you talk about Campbell, he may be the most recognizable kind of face of the Detroit Lions right now, which is probably why some of the stuff he's saying is getting the attention it is.